Welcome to the Crusader Starter build for Season 7 Diablo 3 patch 2.4.2. This is also a Greater Rift 20 build. So first things first, let's talk about the rules, the parameters we set for the season for all of our starter builds. 4-piece Hadrig's gift only, super easy to get still. Crafted yellow gear only reroll crafted yellows. 100 Paragon, which is 25 per slot. No cube help whatsoever, so we have nothing beneficial in the cube for testing purposes. Marquee gems only, even though you're probably going to get a few Imperials along the way, just marquee gems. No legendary gems as well, not even one, okay? The full link is going to be in the description. The Diablo Fans build is going to be there, so you can easily click on that and you can follow the build, copy and paste it. And just like the other videos this season, my Greater Rift 20 clear is going to be at the end of the video, so you can watch that if you want to see it in action. So let's go over the skills, abilities, and rotation and all that together. The heavy hitting part of the build, the reason why we're going to be killing enemies is Shield Bash, okay? Shield Bash is the star of the show. The reason why we're using Shield Bash is because it synergizes with the Roland set perfectly. Every use of Shield Bash reduces the cooldown of your laws and defensive skills by 1 second. The 4-piece bonus, increase the damage of Shield Bash and Sweep Attack by 750%. Boom, okay, so that is the kicker, okay? That's really is what's gonna set the build off. Now you don't have to use Shield Bash, you can use Sweep Attack or whatever you want, whatever build floats your boat. I enjoy Shield Bash, and that's kind of what the build's centered around. With Shield Bash, not only do you do 875 weapon damage, and you're going to be dashing from target to target when you're doing it, right? So it's going to charge at your enemy and Shield Bash. So you want to make sure you line up your attacks, because it's also going to hit enemies behind you. So you can see how it goes in a straight line, like so. So you want to try to line up the enemies. Like if these three were the enemies right here, I would come here to hit all three of them. Come on this side to hit all three of them. But if I was straight ahead, I might miss one or two. Okay, so make sure, just be mindful of your line damage. For our wrath buttons to get us more resource, we're gonna use shield glare. Okay, so each enemy hit we get 9 wrath for, and provoke also gives us wrath, but it also is a grouping tool for us to group the mobs together. You target them to attack you. And we are running with Condemn Vacuum. Yes, it doesn't make sense in the build, but I love it. We're just running through, just constantly grabbing mobs, because you want to line them up and you want to knock them down. And then a Steed Charge is kind of one of our oh shit buttons. It's going to give us 15% maximum life when we're riding on the horse. So it also helps us get around. So it's a movement ability and a little ghetto heal. Our big oh shit cooldown is going to be Akarat's Champion Prophet. This is going to be our bigger oh shit button. The first time you take fatal damage while Akarat's Champion is active, you'll be returned to full health. So this is not only gives us resource and increases our damage by a shit ton, it's going to bring us back to life. So you can use that at your own will. Honestly, this build is face roll. You can just spam all your abilities and profit, get it. I prefer the white gem in the helmet for the cooldown reduction, but you can also use orange gem. It does give you RCR now, so reduced resource cost by 11%. So a general rotation for your Crusader, you can use Steed Charge to get around, or if you're walking by, you can use Condemn to group up the mobs, right? And when they're in a line and they're grouped, you want to hit them with the Shield Bash. When you run out of Wrath, you can use Provoke. You want to hit them with another Shield Bash. You can use Shield Glare to get more Wrath back as well. And if you're about to die, you can just Steed Charge out of there, grab some health globes. If there's no globes, or if you want to just dunk on the pack, you can obviously pop Akarat's Champion and continue to Shield Bash, line them up, and knock them down, right? Just like we talked about. Very strong build because of the 4-piece bonus. So you can see the passives. A Towering Shield definitely increases our Shield Bash damage. So, and it reduces the cooldown of Shield Glare, so it's really amazing, right? There's like a thunderstorm outside. I don't know if you guys can hear that. Heavenly Strength, so we're going to be using 2-handed flails. Make sure you craft one of those. Holy Cause increases the weapon damage by 10%, and then we get healed when we deal holy damage. And then Finery. Finery is like one of the best passes in the game. It gives us 1.5% strength for every socketed gem into our gear. Really powerful, really powerful. For my 25 Paragon, I went into movement speed. I dipped into crit damage because I want to hit like a truck, and all resist. And then I went to resource cost reduction, and yeah. Okay, so you just took down Greater Rift 20 and you're like, Bloodshed, what do I do with my materials? I would spend all my resources, all my crafting materials, and I would flip 2-handed flails, right? So use the Hope of Cain in Kanai's cube and roll 2-handed flails and get the golden flints. Sweep attack restores 6 wrath per enemy hit. That's a great one. There are a lot of other great items you can get to make a Roland's build. You can find those online, but a two-handed flail is really, really good. There's a lot of good flails out there. As for your blood shards, I would roll all my blood shards on mystery shields. You can get, they only cost 25, and you can get some really sick shields to kind of push your build to the next level. One of the best things you can get is a denial, right? A denial, each enemy hit by your sweep attack increases the damage of your next sweep attack by 40% up to 5 times. So that you'll kind of switch from shield bash to sweep attack at that point. I would probably roll with this build for the Greater Rift 20 section, and then maybe go to a sweep attack variation. That's going to be all for me today, my friends. Remember, after this segment, I'm going to play the full Greater Rift 20 clear for you. If you want to look at a Thorns Crusader, you can make a Thorns starter build with all yellow gear. I did it in Season 6, but I tested it. It's exactly the same, right? So just copy and paste the build. It hasn't changed whatsoever. The Season 6 build is still effective. If you want to know how to use Hadric's Gift, how to get Hadric's Gift for Season 7, click right here on this video. Of course, Patreon, twitch.tv/bloodshed. We stream Diablo Thursday through Sunday. And we've been playing a lot of Season 7, so you guys can join us on stream. Come hang out with us. I'm going to get to the Greater Rift 20 clear, but this is the Bloodshed, and I'm out of here. Peace.